Hey there, hope you're having a fantastic week. This week, I want to talk to you about something that just came up, and that is handling objections. Now, if you're doing a great job, if you're selling anything, you're going to get objections. In fact, you want objections. And some people look at me and say, what do you mean I want objections? I just want people to buy. Yeah, of course you want them to buy. But not everybody's going to understand what it is you're selling. They're not going to understand the advantage they have. So, of course, they're going to have questions. So what actually is an objection? An objection is a question. I mean, if they're interested enough to put an objection up, then they're probably interested enough to buy the product. Or the service. They just don't know what they don't know. It's our job when we're in a selling situation to help people understand. Is to professionally help them get whatever it is that they want that's going to benefit them, whether that's a product or a service. It's going to be a benefit to them. They just can't see it yet. So let me give you an example of how this works. So that it's an easy formula. The formula is they put up the objection, you agree with the objection. And then once you agree with the objection, then you want to isolate the objection. You want to make sure it's the only objection. If there are multiple objections, you handle them the same way. You just handle them one at a time. And then once you've isolated the objection, then you handle the objection. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's about 6 objections in any industry that you're going to get regardless. You need to know what those are. You need to have the answers or the questions to get to the thing scripted on how you're going to handle it, and you need to have practiced it so that time after time after time when these objections come up, you'll be comfortable. It's just like an actor doing the same play every single night. They're comfortable with the lines. They become the character. You've got to know what it is you're going to say. So let me give you a real world example. Here's an objection that we get quite often, actually. It's like, I'm really interested in doing this, but I'm super busy for the next period of time. Let's say next 3 months. Can we start then? Or can we start, if it's June, can we start in August? Something like that. Now, here's how we would handle it. We would say, great, I understand you're super busy over the next little while. See, I've just agreed with them. I understand you're super busy over the next 3 months. Is there any other reason besides the fact that it's super busy over the next 3 months, that we wouldn't go ahead and get started right away? And if they say, yes, there's another reason, then you dig into that and you add it to the list. If they say, no, there's not another reason, then you say, great, let's talk about that business for a little while. So I might just say, so tell me about the busyness. I don't want to go with why, because they're going to justify everything, but tell me about your business. They're going to go on and on and on. And eventually I'm going to get to a question after I've dug deep and find out what the real cause of the busyness is. Then I might say, so what you're telling me is that things are going to be different then than they are now. Is that the case? What's going to be different in 3 months? What's going to have changed in 3 months? Because what I've come to understand in that particular objection is people believe that they'll have time for coaching instead of doing something else. That's not the real way it works. The real way it works is when they're busy is the best time for coaching. It's not that they're going to get a bunch of stuff done and then they're going to have time to focus on their business. We should be working on their business every single day. So I would ask them what's going to be different, and likely they're going to say, well, if they're honest with themselves, nothing. Great. So if I could help you with your business, if I could help you get some priorities, if I could help you do that, wouldn't it make sense for us to go ahead and get started now? So I'm going to deal with it. Now, if they say, yes, great. If they say, nah, I'd rather wait till August, I'm probably not going to push it. I'll say, all right, great. Let's go ahead and do the paperwork now. I'll go ahead and give you some things to do. And if you do find some spare time, you can go ahead and get them done. And we'll go ahead and get started August. Would it be okay if we proceed that way? So you can see how I've just used questions to deal with the objection. So remember the formula. Agree? Hey, I know you're busy. Is that the only thing that's keeping us from going ahead? And then deal with the objections. It's a very simple, boom, 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 boom. Get your objections worked out, get them scripted, and you're going to sell a lot more business. If you'd like help with your objections, if you'd like help building your business, or if you feel like you're not getting everything out of your business that you want, we'd love to have a chat with you. Hey, until next time, all the best.